"I swear, Captain," replied I. "Well, as after my death, the command devolves on you as mate. Assume the command, and bear up for the island of Elba. Disembarked at Porto-Ferrajo. Ask for the Grand Marshal, give him this letter. Perhaps they will give you another letter, and charge you with a commission. You will accomplish what I have done, and derive all the honor and profit from it." "I will do it, Captain, but perhaps I shall not be admitted to the Grand Marshal's presence as easily as you expect. Here is a ring that will obtain audience of him, and remove every difficulty," said the captain. At these words he gave me a ring. It was time, 2 hours after he was delirious. The next day he died. "And what did you do then?" "What I ought to have done, and what everyone would have done in my place. Everywhere the last requests of a dying man are sacred, but with a sailor the last requests of his superior are commands. I sailed for the island of Elba, where I arrived the next day. I ordered everybody to remain on board, and went on shore alone. As I had expected, I found some difficulty in obtaining access to the Grand Marshal, but I sent the ring I had received from the captain to him, and was instantly admitted. He questioned me concerning Captain Leclère's death, and, as the latter had told me, gave me a letter to carry on to a person in Paris. I undertook it because that was what my captain had bade me to do. I landed here, regulated the affairs of the vessel, and hastened to visit my affianced bride, whom I found more lovely than ever. Thanks to Monsieur Morel, all forms were got over, and in a word I was, as I told you, at my marriage feast. And I should have been married in an hour, and tomorrow I intend to start for Paris, had I not been arrested on this charge, which you as well as I now see to be unjust." Okay, so today just a continuation of Dante's story about Captain Leclère's last request. This is giving us some information that we have been questioning since chapter 1. What actually happened? Now, remember, I said that I have a hard time keeping so many plot points in mind. There was that discrepancy, that little fight between Danglars and Dante early on that was alluded to, when they both acknowledged a tension between the two of them. And Danglars was telling Morel that he thought Dante was wasting time by going to Elba. Wasn't there talk of going to another island as well? Like Dante has suggested, let's just take a pause, go to that shore, have it out, and then get back to work. I don't think they actually did that, but I guess now that I'm talking it through, there was no indication that Danglars went to Elba with him, right? So I guess if you're Danglars, you're looking at this, you're jealous of this man you want to take down, who has now assumed the first mate of the ship, or the command of the ship after the captain has died, thinking it unfair. Again, he's 19. Dante's 19. That if you're Danglars, in your mind you're thinking you are more qualified for it, even though you're a supercargo and not actually getting the crew to do the things they need to do to get the ship running. But if you're Danglars and you see this kind of shady thing happen, like, oh, suddenly the captain takes ill and dies very quickly, and his last wish is that you go to Elba, where Napoleon happens to be, and you have to transport a letter. Like, if you want to take this guy down, like, how better of a situation can unfold in front of you if you have no scruples to use it against someone? I can see a little bit clearer now Danglars, like, okay, fuck this guy, I'm going to take him down, and I have the means to do so. And I know for a fact that he has evidence on him that is incriminating. So, I guess, yeah, there's a little less manipulation on Danglars than just being... He's less manipulating. I mean, though he did manipulate Fernand to submit the letter rather than himself. But he's more opportunistic. I don't know that we applied that to him yet. And I see now with the full story here that he's more opportunistic in taking advantage of the situation that unfolded in front of him. Is there anything else in the story that Dante was relaying about Captain Leclère that we need to talk about? The ring, I guess. We don't really know much about that. I don't imagine that's ever going to come back up, but maybe. He gave a ring to get admittance to see Marshal Bertrand on the Isle of Elba. Let's just keep going. Now we've got Dante's side of the story out. We still don't know what's in this letter, everyone. What's in the letter that Dante's transporting? That could be the big bomb before the end of this chapter. We only have 4 more episodes to go, so who knows? Let's find out tomorrow as we continue. See you then. Okay, bye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.